we got the house, we got the land, we got the money, mostly. But here's the real question. Can we take this old rundown shack and turn it into a beautiful home for $20,000 or less? Let's find out. So if you're new to the channel, thank you so much for being here. You know, we've actually bought this thing a couple of months ago and we've been showing the journey from the very beginning. Our first video as of today has gotten about 115,000 views, which is absolutely crazy. Now, this first episode, we're actually going to be focusing on the yard. Basically, when we first moved here, it was a jungle. Weeds everywhere, poison oak, poison ivy, absolutely everywhere. I've got it all over my arms to prove it. Our goal is to do this entire thing for $20,000 or less. Now, the reason that we're doing this is the very first video, I actually had somebody comment and say, there's no way you could do this for $10,000 to $20,000. So we started thinking, what if all you had was $20,000? You'd find a way to make it happen, right? So we thought, why not turn it into a challenge? We're gonna be honest with everything. We're gonna show you exactly how much we're spending. So if we go over $20,000, we go over, but we're gonna do our very best to keep that price down. So if you want to, check the first video out. I got a link down in the top of the description. You can see the land, you can see everything, but in this video, I'm gonna give you a really quick tour of what we're gonna start with, and then we're gonna get rolling. Okay, so we're gonna have a lot of fun with this challenge. One of the biggest things that we're gonna do is we're gonna show you in real time what we're spending and where it's coming from. Now, we're gonna do whatever it takes to keep this under $20,000. We might go to yard sales, we might go to thrift stores, we might get hand-me-downs, we might buy return products. I mean, we've already done that with the windows. We actually bought a huge window that was returned and got a huge discount. You know, we're thinking about cutting cedars from our own land and having cedar siding made to save some money. There are tons of these cedars all over the land. We're going to use old stumps from the land to make sinks. We're going to use rock in the bathroom. I mean, I'm telling you, this is going to get cool. It's going to get very creative, but this is really going to be a fun challenge. Now, there are so many reasons why I know this is going to work, but there's one secret ingredient that I'm going to share with you close to the end of the video, so make sure you stick around. And we're going to have a little fun later, too. Let me just say the first guy I hired to do the dirt work here was... he was not too promising. And I got the whole thing on video, so you don't want to miss that. This bird behind me must have realized I'm about to record. Hey! So obviously one of the first things we're going to start doing is the yard. It just really has to have our attention. One of the main reasons is right behind the house, we've got a huge pile of dirt we got to get rid of. We're doing a bathroom pretty soon. We're going to build an addition. Now, if you saw the first video, the bathroom in this house was actually just right there in the living room, which was kind of odd. I'm sure their original intentions were to put walls up, and they just never made that far. But our plan for the next episode really is to start replacing the windows. We're going to raise the roof up in the bedroom, and we're going to start the addition. Now, as far as the money is concerned, we have already spent a little bit before we decided to do this challenge, so I'm going to show you right now what we've spent already. Okay, so far we've got 2x4s, windows, 1x4s, a washer and dryer, and plywood. Now, the wrap and the roof foam were actually left over from other jobs that we've done, so we're not counting that. It's just scraps. So far, the grand total is $800. So that's where we're at. All right, so as you can tell, we've already spent a little bit, but hey, we've also saved a lot already. And as we progress through the video, I'm going to tell you exactly what we've saved on, and again, why I 100% believe we're saving this much, and how we're going to save even more. Huge amounts of money. Now, maybe you're not trying to build a house, maybe you're not trying to do any of this kind of stuff, but I guarantee you've got dreams. It doesn't matter if you're 15 years old, doesn't matter if you're 75. We all have to have a purpose. We all have to have dreams, right? Well, I believe it's never too late. Heck, I'm in my 40s. My life is completely restarting. My dad's actually in his 60s, and his life is kind of restarting too, whether he likes it or not, I guess. All right, so as of right now, we got the washer and dryer just kind of sitting here, just a place to wash. But this poor little guy right here, he's going to be replaced. We're going to be putting a humongous window up so we can see the yard. The next thing we're going to be doing is raising this roof. Now, here's the thing. I'm about 5'6", and yeah, here's the roof on the end, so that's not cool. We got to figure that out. And then after that, here's the entrance. We have this big window here. This is going to be the entrance for our new addition. So just so you know, we're actually done with Cove Lake. We're actually done with almost all of our extra work. We still have a few things here and there. So just keep in mind, there's going to be two different playlists. There's going to be the 20K challenge playlist, and there's going to be from the city to the country playlist. So it's going to kind of go back and forth a little bit until we can free up 100% of our time. So make sure that you subscribe, hit the notification bell. My goal is to release a video every single Friday, and I'm going to do my best no matter what it takes, no matter how many sleepless nights I have. So we got the money, we had some fun, now it's time to go to work. It has begun. We have officially broken ground. So that little hill that we had over there behind the RV, it's gone. Starting to cut some limbs, make some space. Starting to flatten out the yard. Got the area around the chicken house gone. That big hill that was over there behind the chicken house is gone. And then we're starting to get into the tree line now. So that's the septic tank there, and that was actually completely exposed. So now it's covered by dirt. We'll be able to grow grass on top of it and still be able to get to it to pump it out. But yep, the next step is to clear out all the underbrush back to the fence line. But we're starting to get there. In the next few days, this whole yard is gonna be wide open, no more weeds. No more dreaded poison ivy, poison oak. Yeah, okay. And we're actually already looking into getting some chickens. So we're gonna have blackberries, raspberries, and chickens. We're practically farmers. Okay, we still got a ways to go. So since we're gonna be pretty busy for the next few days, I figured I'd do a little bit of prep cooking. Got some chicken for some wraps, plenty of burgers. Bought my kids some frozen pancakes. Got plenty of popcorn for my son with his popcorn addiction. So we're set for a few days. We'll really be able to focus once we get this done. So there we go, we got a few meals done. And I might have overcooked them just a bit. It might not work that great. This side gets crazy hot. That side doesn't get hot enough. Or maybe it's the other way around. I probably need to figure that out. So I mentioned earlier that I got the first guy I hired to do the dirt work on film, and I gotta be honest with you, I can't recommend this guy.
What a stupid cat.
What are you doing?
What does it look like I'm doing? I'm taking a break.
Taking a break? You've been here for an hour.
Yeah, you get a 30-minute break every hour. It's the law.
That is not true at all.
What are you, some kind of lawyer?
No, I'm not a lawyer, but I know how labor laws work.
Yeah, right.
All right, listen, if you're not gonna do your job, I'll get somebody who will.
Man, what are the odds of you finding someone else who could drive a bulldozer?
It's not a bulldozer, man. It's just a tractor.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, aren't you just the wisest of them all? It is a pleasure to meet thee, King Solomon, in all of thy splendor.
Wow, really?
Hey, man, you got anything to eat?
Well, yeah, I got something to eat, but I didn't bring you here to feed you, man. I brought you here to work.
Whatever, I'll just order DoorDash. I mean, heck, I can afford it. You're paying me 80 bucks an hour. What a moron.
Okay, first off, we never agreed to $80 an hour. That's crazy. You said your rate was $30 an hour and a bag of Skittles.
Wait a second. I thought I said M&Ms.
And secondly, why would I pay you anything? You haven't done any work.
Okay, fine. But just so you know, you're not just hurting my feelings. You're hurting the feelings of a little old woman, okay? I'm going to have to tell Ma I can't help her pay rent again. I mean, technically, I've never really helped Ma with rent, but this time it's on you, mister.
All right, you know what? You're out of here.
See if I care. Well, guess what? I don't need you and your chump change. I just got an email that said I won $10,000. All I got to do is give them my bank login information and the answers to my security questions. I'm rich, my man.
You do know that's a scam, right?
Yeah, you wish. We're going to Cancun, Ma. You know what? You can keep the bulldozer. I don't need it.
Oh, Dewayne, he's one of a kind. But I will say, sometimes you get lazy people who take advantage of you, but then sometimes you get people like this guy.
Hey, how you doing? I'm Tom. What do you want me to do, man?
Oh, hey, Tom. Wow, you're here really early. Well, okay, you can start by just flattening out that little pile over there, and, hey, I'm not done yet.
You can call me when I'm out there. You're paying me by the hour. Time is money.
Well, okay then.
Hey! You gonna pay for my Uber or what?
Are you still here? So yeah, there's good ones out there. I should probably get back to work. So it's definitely been a busy day for me. A lot of running. It's about 2 or 3 o'clock and I'm finally getting to the point where I can help. But I want to show you what Dad's been working on since I was gone. I pretty much call him the trail man. He loves his trails. Check this out. We've got a little bit of a brush pile here, but right on the other side is the pond. So our next mission really is to get this out of here, start going around the pond. You know, I really thought the pond was going to be kind of a later thing, but my dad's a woodsy guy. He can't help himself. But hey, that's fine with me. So let's head back to the RV and then we'll go down the other path. So if you remember in the first video, I showed you the little rock beaches. Well, this is the path that leads to the rock beaches now. And there it is, right down the creek. This is actually my walking stick I found the other day.
Sadly, this would be the last time I would ever see my walking stick. Sticky, no!
Maybe soon we'll walk down that creek together. It's pretty fun. It is extremely slick though. There's a lot of moss and I did bust my butt a few times. Nothing worse than putting on your favorite shorts, falling in the creek, and then having to put on heavy pajama pants when it's all muggy outside. But I will say I was pretty impressed with myself for not falling in the creek until I was coming back, and then it happened twice in a row. I was doing so good.
Well, that's the last of the trees. I guess I'll go get the backhoe going. Is that all right with you?
Yeah, once we get the tree off of it.
The tree wasn't gonna hurt that. I wouldn't worry. I've had bigger trees fall on me. Which means that the backhoe ain't no smarter than I am.
Almost got hit by a tree. It's all part of the plan. Now, as you know, we've got a $20,000 budget. And, you know, this stuff costs quite a bit of money. If you get a backhoe driver or you rent a tractor or something like that, it ends up costing some money. So we had to save some money with this one. And you want to know how much we paid for this? We got it for free. I don't know if you've ever seen bedtime stories. For free. So yeah, a friend of a friend heard we needed a backhoe. They heard that we needed a backhoe, and they have a tractor that they bought, used it like man, I'm having a hard time. They heard that we needed one. They've used it a couple times. They don't use it at all. So they said, hey, you guys can use it as long as you want to. That's saving us thousands of dollars. And this is why it's important to know people and be friendly, because you never know how people around you can help you out or how people they know can help you out. It's been a ride. It's like a freaking poison oak minefield. Now listen, you might not think it's that big of a deal. Poison oak, who cares? I don't know if you've ever had poison oak before, poison ivy, poison sumac. It all hurts and itches and you don't sleep. It's the worst. I don't know how well you can see that, but there's like a fog over the entire creek. It's kind of spooky. I'll tell you one thing, I think a lot of people's mission in life is to get super rich, get super famous so you don't have to work anymore. But I'll tell you what, especially as you get older, there's nothing better than working hard. I mean, I just always feel so good, so satisfied at the end of the day. I smell absolutely terrible. It's a good thing we don't have smell-o-vision. You'd be gone. Okay, I'm putting my arm down now. So we found the mama frog earlier, and here's one of the million babies that are all over the property. And you can smell it too. Man, it's some of these areas, it just smells like tinkle. So it's not fun, but it is kind of fun seeing these little frogs all over the place. Yeah, except Dad says it might be a plague coming soon. I'll tell you one thing, we ended up getting a tractor loaned to us, which we didn't really know how to feel about that at first because it's kind of a small tractor, but I'll be honest with you, the name fits the tractor, Bad Boy. This tiny little guy is actually pretty darn mean. I mean, that little scoop and everything, it doesn't seem like that much, but man, we've got a lot done. This thing really is a bad boy. It's a beast. And it's extremely easy to operate. I actually have never even driven one before, and I got on there in about 5 minutes. I was digging a hole. It's snowing. Actually, that's just a bunch of cardboard. Doesn't taste like snow either. It's about 10 a.m. and it is already muggy as heck. My poor kids, they came out and helped a little bit. They worked for a couple hours and they were pretty worn out already. So give them an early lunch break, and so we're getting a lot done. We're starting to get some stumps and stuff dug up. We got a nice fire going, burning tons of trees, tons of limbs. Clearing out this yard. It's looking more and more like a yard every minute. So there's a lot of the yard obviously opening up quite a bit, and we kind of had this vision of going back to the fence line that is right next to the neighbor's property. But this is honestly something I never even thought about. I really didn't even realize all this was here. So you've seen the shop, and right behind it is this tree line, just a bunch of bushes, right? Well, the fence actually goes back into that section too. And we started going back into the trees, kind of behind the light post. The light post lights up the driveway down to the RV, but the house is pitch black. You can't see anything. Now, I had mentioned to Pop about maybe putting a pretty bright light in front of the house because obviously you want to be able to see over there. So he suggested, why not opening up the tree line? The big tree line is still going to be blocking the highway, but from the light down to the house, it's going to be completely open, even more space, and you're going to be able to see everything with that street light. But even if we open this area up, the tree line is going to cover the property. You're not even going to know it's here. I'm telling you, most people would have passed up a piece of land like this because there's so much work. And trust me, it's work. But I know when we get to the other side, when this thing's done, it's going to be awesome. This is where we dug the ditch out for the pipe earlier in the week. And this is back behind the house. And now we're getting rid of this huge dirt pile right behind the house. This is where the addition's gonna go. So this is really the first step to this house going in the right direction.
The heat becomes almost more than I can bear. Your boy is getting lightheaded. This is when he starts thinking, did I make a mistake moving to the country?
It's so hot. No, I'm kidding. I actually just poured a bunch of water on my head. I think it's like 80 degrees. Like I'm gonna be okay. Makes me look tough though, right? No. This is how you can tell we're from completely different work environments. I'm used to working hard, but in air conditioning. Some of this is water, but I am still sweating like crazy. Not a single drop of sweat. I've gotten conditioned to air conditioning. I think my jokes are getting worse. Man, once we get this cleared out, get rid of that big tree, and get this thing loaded up with fish, my kids especially, ooh, I like that. That's not a filter, by the way, that's the sun. My kids especially are gonna be out here fishing all the time. My son's already been gathering up worms. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I really hope you had a lot of fun. I had so much fun making this. We have gotten so much accomplished and it's been a blast. And I really hope you enjoyed the skit too. Dewayne, I used to use him in my other channel, and the moment I thought of using him on this channel, I had to do it. He's one of my favorite characters I've ever come up with. When I was a kid, I'd come up with characters all the time, and I just have a lot of fun with that one. So if you want to see Dewayne more, let me know in the comments. But hey, I promised you guys I would share the secret ingredient with you. I've been talking about it throughout the video. But before I share that secret ingredient with you, I want to say one thing real quick. We are 100% going to do this house for $20,000 or less. I'm just putting it out there. When this series is done, that price is going to be $20,000 or less. Now, the reason that I can say that so confidently is because of the secret ingredient, and that is my faith. Now, there's a lot of stuff coming out right now about Christians and how they're doing horrible things behind the scenes. Listen, you got to understand something. God is perfect. God gave his son for us horrible sinners. We're always going to get it wrong. So if you're looking at Christians to get it right all the time, you're looking at it through the wrong lens, and I'm going to prove it with this channel. The Bible says that signs follow the believer. And Jesus says, whatever you ask in my name, I'll do it, so that my Father will be glorified. $20,000 or less, it's going to happen. Now, I don't have any inside information. One thing I know is that when you say that God's going to do something, especially in front of all these people, and I'm saying it with an unselfish heart, we could do this for $20,000, we could do it for $100,000. But the reason I'm saying $20,000 is because I want you to see that God's going to show up. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell. You don't want to miss this. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. And just remember, God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. The world right now is going crazy. There's wars. Everybody's expenses are through the roof. Everybody's stressed out. And I believe the only real place that you can find peace is in Jesus. And you don't have to be perfect. Nobody's perfect. We're meant to come to God as we are, as broken vessels. And he makes up the difference. He has to make up the difference. All have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. All of us. That's the beauty of God's grace. So hey guys, let me know what you thought about the video. Make sure you like the video, subscribe. It really helps push the video out to other people. And we'll see you next time.
Well, it's been a long week, and now I'm going to enjoy this beautiful dessert. Who says you can't eat yummy stuff and be healthy? That's literally chocolate rice cake with banana, dark chocolate melting on top of it. Oh, there's peanut butter and a little bit of chocolate whipped cream. I don't know how many calories or sugar it is, but it's not that bad. Well, that was absolutely delicious. Absolutely messy as heck. It's a good thing I'm not trying to get a girlfriend. I'd be in trouble. Now, I know you probably saw that and thought to yourself, how healthy is that? Listen, I'm not trying to be Miss America, okay? I'm just trying to stay alive as long as possible. And it's better than chocolate cake, let's just say that.